Honourable Speaker, my DA colleagues who fight every day to see the city of Joburg shine again, and to the residents of Johannesburg, and of course to the class of 2026. Welcome to another lecture in the Johannesburg School of Governance, brought to you by the Democratic Alliance and approved by the President of South Africa. Today's lecture talks about teamwork. It's the glue that makes any city work, or the complete absence of that glue in Johannesburg. Today, we talk about silos because Johannesburg runs like a city whose departments and entities are in a quarantine ward. I brought this not to count KPIs. The department is already very good at counting KPIs. I brought this because I want to show you something simple. See this bead? It moves perfectly by itself, but it tells us nothing about what the rest of the count is doing. This is how the city is being governed right now. Individual beads, zero connections. The Constitution has a name for this. Speaker.
Councillor Rapadu. Councillor Rapadu. Councillor Rapadu. Councillor
I've got all
Rapadu.
day.
Councillor Rapadu.
Speaker, can we refer Councillor Rifado to ethics for ignoring you?
Councillor Rapadu, please. Councillor Shay, can you continue?
Speaker, Section 41 of the Constitution places a legal duty on every organ of state to cooperate with one another in mutual trust and good faith. It says they must assist and support one another. It says they must inform one another. It does not say when it suits your budget, or when your service provider feels like it, or after we have noted it in the next quarterly report. And yet, these two reports before us are a masterclass in silo governance. Look at the Johannesburg Development Agency's Q3 report. Revenue, 105.5 million. Operating costs before interest, 116 million. Interest expense, 96.7 million. 1,446% over budget. That's not a rounding error. That is 96.7 million rand of public money that should have built roads, parks, and clinics. Paid instead to the bank because the city of Johannesburg refuses to pay its own entity on time. This is not new. I stood here last year and raised the exact same issue. The committee noted it. Mitigation measures were requested. Here we are again. Same problem, bigger interest bill. The result is exactly what you would expect when one silo refuses to pay another. Contractors stop working, projects stall, the Chris Hani Sports Centre, Moyani Drive, Drizek Recreational Park, all suspended. 85% of the Jabulani TOD Malapa Bridge complete and stopped. You do not build 85% of a bridge and then stop because of an internal payment dispute. That is not cash flow management, that is governance malpractice. The Development Planning Department set a target to refer building environment contraventions to the municipal court. Case would refer to this quarter? Zero. Dollar law. Why? Because the electronic system JMPD uses to capture and process Section 56 fines has been broken since January due to a contract dispute with the service provider. A different department, a different silo. Development planning cannot enforce its own bylaws because another department system is down. And so illegal structures stand. And so buildings that kill people remain. And the department reports dependency on another entity as if this is an acceptable answer. Section 41 does not recognize dependency as a defense. It demands cooperation. The building plan archives, the entire recorded history of the city's built environment, remained physically trapped in the Metro Centre basement. Development planning is responsible for the content. JPC owns the building. GRCT controls the IT. 3 entities, 1 archive, 0 accountability. But Speaker, let's be honest. The residents of the city do not care about their internal organization charts. They don't care which entity, which region, or which department is responsible for why they can't retrieve their building plans or why a pothole isn't fixed. They care about the result. They see one city, and right now that city is failing them. Quite frankly, as a government, we should care about the results too, not the excuses. In a DA-run city, residents log in and download their plans in minutes. No queues, no middlemen, no extortion. Here, we have simply digitized the queue, while the actual records rot in the basement. 3 silos refuse to talk to each other. Developers, the very people the city needs to attract investment, create jobs, and grow the rate space, are telling us it takes months to get meaningful responses on site development plans and pre-applications. The front end of the entire development pipeline is broken, not the back end. The very first interaction between the investor and the city is broken. The new integrated spatial data platform is a good idea in principle, but if the mandatory inquiry phase still requires Johannesburg Water to respond, City Power to confirm capacity, and GICT to keep the system alive, then we have not fixed the front end. We have simply digitized the same broken pipes. Every month a developer waits a month in Johannesburg, does not receive rates, does not create construction jobs, does not grow this economy. This is not red tape, this is economic self-harm by silo. DA-governed Cape Town measures how long developers actually wait. We measure how many applications we processed. That is the difference between a city that believes in economic opportunity and a city that believes in producing reports that say everything is fine. Speaker, these reports are full of language of helplessness, budget exhausted, system down, no progress provided, dependency on another entity. That is the language of people who have accepted defeat. A city is not a collection of independent silos protecting their own budgets and excuses. It is a single system that either works together or fails together. One bead does not make an abacus. The DA notes these reports with serious concern, but noting is not enough. The 1,446% interest burden on the JDA must be structurally resolved, not noted, resolved. The archive must be unlocked and digitized, not studied, unlocked.
You have 50 seconds.
The Section 56 pipeline must be restored, not monitored, restored. Turnaround times for developers must be driven down, not promised in the next system, delivered. This is the final term of the Johannesburg School of Governance. There will be no extended learning program for slow learners. From next term onwards, there will be no more instruction. There will be demonstration only. We believe in Joburg. Thank you.